This short video is to talk about where to place the grounding clamp when zeroing your Z-axis. I was taught to put that clamp around the collet nuts. I'm not sure that's a great idea. Let's take a closer look. Okay, I'm in the ShopBot software. I've done a C3. This is an ATC machine. I've done a C3, and I've homed X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go right to a C2 and just zero my Z-axis to the material surface. So C2. Hit enter when above plate and ready to zero. Let's switch over to over to the camera view. Okay, this is the way I was taught to do it, obviously. You bring your zero plate down, get it underneath your bit. Obviously is what we've got. Okay. Grounding clamp. I've been taught to bring that and put it on the collet nut. Alright, it's on the collet nut. Let's go back over to the software. Let's take a look and see what happens. Yeah, it kept trying to go. Yeah, it kept trying to go. Okay, so let's talk about what that would mean. And I've set this up again so that you can see what's happening on the control software side. So let's do a C2, and I'm just starting it over so you can see what really happens on the computer. Yeah, same fail. Yeah, okay, that's ugly. Now what you can see here is this, it's the software just continues to run that Z-axis. I think I've stopped it when it gets to 18. Anyway, it'll continue on. I'm going to hit the space bar, stopping. It's returning back to 0, I think, but I think it may continue through. Now, the only way okay, so right now the tool is literally sitting where it was in the sense of the Z-axis is 1/8 of an inch off the Z0 plate. So let's do the keypad. Yeah, the software isn't responding. That's the issue. If I Alt-Tab out of the software, try to hit K for keypad, nothing comes up. If I do, the software is frozen. The only thing that I've ever gotten to work with this is I need to force quit SB3. And I'm waiting for Task Manager to come up. I'm going to also hit the E-stop. And then I'm going to go to the VFD and I'm physically going to turn the red switch off. I won't be able to get it to operate correctly unless I do all of those things. All right, looks like I force quit the ShopBot software. And I'm going to do a machine shutdown, and then I'll come back, and we'll Z0 with the grounding clamp on the bit itself.
If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it.
So I've got the machine turned back on. It's literally right where it stopped. The machine is physically turned on. The first thing I'm going to do is run a C3. Yeah, and it's it responds correctly. Finds its Z, finds its Y. Oh, and that's part of the other, well, maybe it's not. Yeah, that's part of the other problem. The move speed is incredibly slow when I do when I force quit the software, so I always have to change that. It's all right, so we are doing a C3. All right, let's move the tool. M3, no, let's not do that. Let's first do this. 2. And let's do an M3, 6, 6, or let's do 8, 8, 2 would be fine. Let's move the gantry to where we're going to want to zero it with a C2. Let's pull the equipment out now, our Z0 plate. This time, we're going to put our grounding clamp on the bit. It's securely on the bit now. Let's come over and do a C2. Hit OK, we know we're good. Let's watch and see what happens. Yeah, that's what we want to see. So, the bottom line is, I've studied welding in the past, and welding is great. If you learn how to weld, take a class, you learn that continuity is everything. Without continuity, whether it be electricity or welding or grounding your Z, that's the bottom line. If you don't have continuity, so there must be the covering, the coating on the collet is preventing the circuit from being complete, allowing you to properly ground. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen. The grounding, the collet that I have is literally an Onsrud 32B. I've got a mystery with some of my collets happening here, but it's good. So I have seen other people online always grounding to their bit, and I thought, well, I'm grounding to the collet nut, should be okay. And then this started to happen, and I realized, yep, I'm not getting continuity. So from now on, I'm going to be grounding to the bit itself. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.